3 here. And question 3 reads, when an economy is operating at a point on its production's possibilities frontier, then, and our junior tutor has written that the production of an additional unit of a commodity would require sacrificing the production of the other. That is correct, and their explanation is the production possibility curve, or production possibility frontier, indicates the optimum utilization of the scarce resource that an economy can manage. Thus, when an economy is operating at a point on its production possibility curve, it means that the resources are being utilized to optimum capacity. If we would have to increase the production of one good, then we would have to divert the resources of that particular good, which would cause a reduction in the resource supplied to another good. Reduction in resource supplied would lead to a reduction in production, and hence we would have to sacrifice that much production. Therefore, when an economy is operating at a point on its production possibilities frontier, then the production of an additional unit of commodity would require sacrificing the production of the other. Another possible answer that's really saying the same thing is that when an economy is operating at a point on its production possibilities frontier, then it is running they're running at a Pareto optimal point, or a technically efficient point. So we can draw, I'm going to try that again. So we can draw a productions possibilities frontier here. Call this good 1. No, that's boring. Although I don't have anything exciting to write. Call this shoes. So that's one good being produced on the x-axis. We'll write another good being produced on the y-axis. We'll call it shirts. Really was better off going with good 1 and good 2 at this point. But so a productions possibility frontier is always going to be bowed outward, like so. And there are 3 sort of potential points on a productions possibilities frontier. Inside the arc, on the arc, or outside the arc. So anywhere inside the arc, so point A in particular, but any point inside the arc is going to be attainable. But inefficient. So maybe at point A here, we can produce 1 pair of shoes and 2 shirts. So that's attainable because it's inside, but it's not efficient because without giving up any shirts, we can maybe produce 4 pairs of shirts here, 4 pairs of shoes, sorry, if we move to point C. Similarly, without giving up any pairs of shoes, if we move to point B here, just call this D. If we move to point B here, we can still have that same 1 pair of shoes, but we can instead have maybe 8 shirts. So anything inside this arc is going to be attainable, but inefficient. Points B and C here are the answer to the question, where we'd say these are Pareto optimal points or technically efficient. Or technically optimal, whatever. So the definition of Pareto optimal is that we cannot make, loosely, is that we cannot make one person better off without making another worse off. Applied to this scenario here, we cannot get, So here we've got 8 shirts and 1 pair of shoes. We cannot get any more shoes without giving up some shirts. So say we want to move to, 2 pairs of shoes. We can do that, but we're going to have to give up 2 shirts. So again, you can't make one person better off without making someone worse off. In this case, you can't produce any more shoes without giving up some shirts, and vice versa. Then there is point D out here. So because point D is outside the curve, we know that it is preferable. You would rather have combination D than combinations B or C, or anywhere else on the productions possibilities frontier for that matter. But it's unattainable. We don't have the resources needed to make the combination that we see here at D. With the way the productions possibilities frontier is set up, maybe I should say this market is set up. Here at D, that's a combination of 6 shirts and 3 pairs of shoes. And you can get those 3 pairs of shoes. But to do that, you'd have to have only 4 shirts. Yeah, so what this question is alluding to is points B and C here, that you cannot produce an additional unit of a commodity without, if to do so, you must sacrifice the production of another. I don't think there's anything else I'd like to add to that, but.